Today we are going to learn about the topic called that is about two bodies in contact on horizontal surface. Look at the two masses, they are named as M1 and M2 on which we are applying the external force. If external force is applied on both the two bodies and they are also in contact and both are kept on the frictionless surface, after the application of force, both the two bodies they will be moving together. So the two bodies, their total mass can be taken as M1 plus M2. Are you clear? So the net mass of the system can be taken as M1 plus M2. Both the two bodies, since they are in contact, both of them they will be moving together, and their acceleration when they are in motion, definitely they will have acceleration because of the application of the force. Therefore the acceleration can be calculated. Are you clear? Now due to the application of force, force is acting in this direction, acceleration is also acting in the same direction. So we are going to calculate the acceleration of the system. Both are moving with same acceleration, no? The total acceleration can be calculated. For that we need the two-dimensional coordinate system. So here with the help of the two-dimensional coordinate system, we can write the direction of the force and acceleration. Let us take Newton's second law. With the help of Newton's second law, we can write the formula F is equal to ma. Here look at the direction of the force. Direction of the force is acting along positive x direction. Therefore we can write it as Fi cap. And acceleration is also acting along the same positive x direction. Therefore we can write it as ma I cap. Are you clear? Here I cap both can be removed. We have to see the components of the unit vector I cap. Here this is the component of I cap, here this is the component of the I cap. Both I cap can be removed. So finally you are getting m into a. Are you clear? So what will be the total combined acceleration of both the two? For that we have to substitute this mass formula m1 plus m2 into a, which is equal to f. Therefore what is the acceleration of the system? Here the acceleration can be written as a is equal to f divided by m1 plus m2. So this formula is very much essential for further studies. Are you clear? So this much amount of acceleration is clear created on the body due to the application of the force. Both of them they are moving together with this acceleration. By knowing the value of force, by knowing the value of masses, we are able to calculate the acceleration of the body. Here the only one assumption is the mass of the m2 is lesser than m1. That you have to understand that. Okay. Now I am going to find out the value of F12. What is F12? Force acting on the first mass due to the second mass. Again I will repeat the description of the term F12. What is F12? Force acting on the first mass due to the second mass. That can be found by drawing this simple diagram. Just I have drawn the first mass alone. The mass of the first mass is m1. Here already we are applying a force. The external force is F. Are you clear? Mass m2 is nearby. That I have not drawn. As soon as it is applied, this mass will apply a opposing force. That is called F12. What is F12? Force acting on the first mass due to second mass. Here two more forces are also acting. What is that? This is the normal force at the point of contact between the surface and the mass. There is a normal perpendicular force is acting, and gravitational force is also acting. This normal and gravitational force, since both are equal and opposite, both of them will be cancelling with each other. That you have to understand. Are you clear? So there is no net force in this direction along y direction. We have to bother only about the net force along the x direction. Let us take this first force. This is the force which is acting on the mass m1. Are you clear? For that we can draw the free body diagram. How will you draw the free body diagram for mass m1? m1 could be drawn here, and this is the vectorial representation of the normal. This is the vectorial representation of mg. This mass m1 is drawn like a point mass. Here this is the direction of this force. Which force? that external force. This is the direction of F12. Are you clear? So like this we have to draw the free body diagram. Drawing free body diagram is very important. Are you clear? For any object we have to find out how many number of forces are acting on a particular body. That should be found out only with the help of the free body diagram. Okay. From the diagram it is clearly understood that the normal and mg both are acting in the opposite direction with equal magnitude. Therefore, this two can be cancelled. There is no net force acting along y direction. Now we have to find out, is there any net force acting along the x direction? No motion at all. Therefore, net force is 0. But here there is a movement. Are you clear? Therefore, net force is there. How will you find out? Look at that. F is acting along positive x direction. Therefore, I cap must be written. F21 is acting in the opposite direction. Therefore, small F21, since it is acting along which direction? Negative x direction, minus I cap can be written. Are you clear? And then M. What is M? Net force. To calculate the net force, we can write MA. Any doubt on this? Why MA is written? MA is written only because of we have to find out, is there any net force acting on the system. This is to be calculated only on mass M1. Are you clear? That one will be acting in, net force will be acting only in this direction because this one is dominating. Therefore, I cap can be written M1 A I cap. This portion that gives you the net force. Are you clear? This is from Newton's second law. Are you clear? Now, all the I component to be eliminated, Fi cap minus F12 I cap can be written, M1 A I cap can be written. Remove all i's, is it clear, from both the two sides. Just we will pick it up the components alone. I cap can be removed. F minus F12, which is equal to M1A, can be written. Are you clear? So how will you write it further? What is required here? F12 is required. F12 minus, here minus sign is there. Are you clear? How will you remove the minus sign? Minus of, first you write step by step. M1A minus, if it is brought this side, this one becomes F. Change the sign. F12 is equal to F minus M1A can be written. Here, the previous equation is written here. Previously, we have derived this final equation as F12 is equal to capital F minus M1A. Here, already we have derived the expression of acceleration in the previous derivation. So, A is equal to F divided by M1 plus M2. When the two masses they are in contact, this is the common acceleration of both the two bodies. So, substitute here instead of A, substitute the acceleration formula F12 F minus M1 instead of A, substitute that equation F divided by M1 plus M2 could be written, and then you expand it. So clear how it can be written? F minus M1 F divided by M1 plus M2 can be written. So what is the next step? Here F is the common factor. So therefore, F can be taken outside, and what is the remaining thing? 1 minus M1 divided by M1 plus M2 can be written. F, here M1, M2, with the help of this you can take LCM. Here this one can be brought up, M1 plus M2 minus of M1 can be written, M1 can be cancelled. So finally the F12 equation, that one becomes F M2 divided by M1 plus M2 you will get. So this is the magnitude of the F12. So I will write it here. F12 is nothing but F m2 divided by m1 plus m2. So this is the magnitude of the force. Which force? Force acting on the first mass due to the second mass. With the help of this, we are able to calculate the magnitude of the F12. Are you clear? So the F12 that purely depend on which factor? The mass of m2. So the mass of m2 that plays a vital role. We will see, so clear, in which direction this one is acting. Look at the diagram. F12 is acting along negative x-axis. Therefore, we have to write minus I cap here. Minus I cap must be written. Are you clear? So F12, it is acting along negative y direction. Therefore, this one must be written as minus I cap. So this expression is very important one. So now I have found out F12. Like that, we have to find out F21 also. Are you clear? Now we have found out F12. Like that, we have to derive the expression for F21. Okay. Now we are going to derive the expression for F21. Are you clear? What is F21? Force acting on the second body. Force acting on the second body due to the first mass. Force acting on the second mass due to the first mass. So we are going to find out F21. Now I have drawn the M2 alone. Are you clear? So here this body applies some force, no, that is represented as F21. Apart from this, here two more forces are acting. Here I am going to draw the free body diagram for this mass M2. So that mass is represented as a point mass. Here as usual you have to draw that. The gravitational force is acting on the mass M2, and here normal force is acting from the point of contact, and this is the force, it is acting in this direction. Therefore, this one can be written as F21. Are you clear? This is the vector. This is the only force which is acting in this direction. Are you clear? So since both the two equal and opposite forces are acting, there is no movement of the mass along y direction, but there is a movement of the mass along x direction. Are you clear? First you write this one. So in which direction this one is acting? F21 is acting along positive x direction. Are you clear? Is there any other forces? No force is there. Therefore, the net force is nothing but F21 I cap. F21 I cap. Net force can be written with the help of Newton's second law. F net can be written as MA. Instead of F net, I am writing MA. Are you clear? So here that acceleration is acting in this direction. Therefore, the acceleration, it is acted upon only on the M2, that mass alone to be considered. We are concentrating only on mass M2. So F net can be calculated by the multiplication of M2 and acceleration. Since the body is moving in this direction with the acceleration of A, so it is also having a vector. Acceleration is also having a vector that is taking place along positive x direction. Are you clear? Now you cancel the I cap. Now we will take the components alone. Therefore F12 is equal to M2. We know the expression for acceleration. Substitute here. What is the formula? Already we have calculated the common acceleration formula. F divided by M1 plus M2 can be written. So ultimately we can write it as F21. All are small letters. Okay, we can use small letters because already we have used small letter for F12. So write it as small letter. F21 is equal to M2 F divided by M1 plus M2 can be written. Tell me in which direction that F21 is acting. It is acting along positive x direction. So finally we can represent the direction with the help of the unit vector I cap. So F21 is equal to Fm2 divided by M1 plus M2 I cap. It is a vector. Finally we can write the symbol here. Are you clear? So this is the expression of F21. This is the expression of F12. Look at the similarity in both the magnitudes. Are you clear? Here also the same expression, there also same expression. The only difference is there negative symbol is there, here positive symbol is there. So it is concluded that F21 vector magnitude wise it is equivalent to F12 vector, but it is taking place, it is acting in the opposite direction. Therefore negative symbol must be written. Are you clear? These two masses, they are exerting equal amount of force on one another, but it is acting in the opposite direction. That is a conclusion, very important conclusion this one. To prove this final conclusion, are you clear? First you have to find out F12, later you have to find out F21, later we have to prove that the two forces exerted on one another, they are equal in their magnitude and they are acting in the opposite direction. So this particular concept is purely based on Newton's third law. One of the forces will act as action, the another force will be acting as reaction. Are you clear?